as you turn your right cheek to the ground, and then let's slide out your left leg. You want your knee, hip, and ankle to be making a 90-degree shape. And think about your left hip traveling towards the floor. Try and relax into the glutes. Just breathe into whatever feels a bit more spacious. Check in that you haven't tensed up that left hip, but it's still relaxed. And sliding the left foot back to where it came from, we can bring the forearms to the ground, bring your elbows under your shoulders. And from here, we're just going to do some gentle neck rolls, so bringing chin to chest, and then all the way towards the sky, then back down. With inhale as you lift up your head. Exhale as it falls towards the floor. Next time your chin is to chest, let's switch up the direction. Really explore your range of movement here. Let the head be heavy at the bottom. The next time your chin is to your chest, you can peel your way all the way back down, this time bringing your left ear to the floor, sliding out the right leg. You're looking towards that knee that's out to the side. You can bring your ankle under your knee. And just breathe, noticing if your hip is nice and relaxed. And this should help to create space in the lower back. And slowly, let's trace that right foot all the way back. From here, we're going to bring the arms either to a cactus shape, or if you have room, you can straighten them out to when you make like a capital T shape. And then from here, you're going to gently start to roll towards your left and bring your right foot behind, so it connects towards your left hand. Then back to the belly. Exhale as you roll to your right, bring your left foot behind you and with you as you go. And switch. So belly, right foot behind, towards left hand, and belly, and left foot behind. All the way up to a tabletop. You can make your tabletop a little bit longer than normal, and maybe the knees a little bit wider. You can inhale as you start to drop your belly and arch your spine. As you exhale, you can start to take your hips back towards a child's pose. You can inhale as you bend your arms, bring your chest forwards. You'll find an arch in the spine. Exhale, hips back, round your spine, child's pose. Inhale forwards, and arch, and exhale back, and round. We'll go 3 more times, move at your own pace. And the last round. This time we can hang out on child's pose. You can widen your knees a bit longer. Lift your forehead to the ground. Take some nourishing breaths here. And starting to peel back to our tabletop. There will be some foot grabby stuff, so if you need a strap, it's good to have that to hand. Let's start by extending your right leg away. I'm going to step it all the way forwards and replace your right hand with your right foot. Maybe you want to support your left knee with something. We'll come up to our low lunge, keeping right knee over right ankle. You can lift the arms all the way up. And then we're going to open to the side, so to your bed leg. Reach the arms away from each other. We're going to pivot to the long edge of the mat, so pivoting on that left knee. And inhale to stretch up. Exhale to the right, your straight leg. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to the left. Keep moving with your breath. We come up as we inhale and we bend as you exhale. Rise and fall. We're going for one more to each side. And this time pivoting back to the top of the mat and coming back to our tabletop. If your foot is still strapped, that's great. You can take a few rounds of cat-cow, so let's arch as we inhale. You can keep the foot strapped. Exhale to round. Go for 3 more rounds. And then finding neutral. So the tailbone is slightly tucked, so you look straight. And then from here, you're going to extend that left foot up towards the sky. And if you still have your strap, or you can reach anyway, you can take your right hand back, so it's opposite foot to hand. Again, look behind towards your back foot. And then release them all the way back on an exhale. From our tabletop, we're going to extend your left foot away. And exhale, step it all the way forwards, replacing your left hand. We'll come up to your low lunge. And inhale to reach to the sky. And exhale as you open the arms, twist your bent leg. You want to keep your weight still traveling forwards, so you're feeling the stretch as a lunge. And take 2 more breaths. And then let's pivot to the long edge of the mat. And inhale up. Exhale to your straight leg, to the left. And we inhale as we rise. And exhale to the right. Keep moving with your own breath. Maybe one more to each side. Really let the body pendulum. And then let's pivot all the way back to the top of the mat, meeting in your tabletop. You want to have a flat back, so that normally means tilting your tailbone under slightly. And from here, we're going to pick up the right leg and lift the sole of the foot to the sky. You can either stay here or take your left hand to catch your foot or the strap. Let's try and look over that left shoulder, so behind. Now stay for 3 more breaths. And slowly releasing. You can take the strap off now, bring it to the side. And coming all the way back to the bellies. And make a rest for your forehead and just give the hips a little rock side to side. From here we're going to slide both knees out towards the side, so like we did at the beginning, but both knees at the same time. And then connect the soles of the feet. You can keep the neck neutral again, so your forehead is on your hands. But we're trying to let gravity help in this little prone butterfly position. So the weight of the feet should facilitate a stretch in the hips. We'll stay for 5 more breaths here. And to come out, we can open the feet and then shuffle the legs a little closer so they are straighter. So this time we can reach for both feet. We're going to peel them up and try and hold on to the outer edge of your feet. If your knees are really wide, bring them in again so they're the distance of your hips. And then inhale as you lift, kicking your feet away from your head into your hands. Maybe you notice your body rock a little as you breathe. Slowly coming down, releasing your hands. And from here, I'm going to push all the way to a child's pose. Maybe it feels nice now to do knees together and arms alongside. And let your head come towards the floor, or place something under it. And then slowly we come all the way up. And we're going to come to sitting. And connect the soles of the feet. And make a fairly even diamond shape, so your feet don't need to be super close to your body. Make sure you're comfy, feel your sit bones on the ground. And we can either just fold forwards from here, with the arms resting, Or you can thread them underneath and then turn the palms up. I think it would be nice to support your head so it's not dangling in space. And then we're going to stay here in our seated butterfly for 3 minutes from now. So try not to be holding stuff. You want to try and relax as much as possible as we are moving to the yin part of the class. You could put your bolster under your head if you need some extra support. Whereas we're aiming to find some stillness and some relaxation here. And giving the spine a chance to round after our bows, exploring the extension shape. This position is also good for opening the hips. We're past the halfway mark here. If you need to make any adjustments or change the height of your prop, you can, and then re-find your stillness. Then you can use your exhale to try and release tension in the body. Notice how your shoulders feel and your jaw and your face. And slowly, as we came in, we're going to start to peel up. Remove any props and come to laying on the back. I'm going to stay for a minute's rebound. Try and relax your body fully. Close your eyes. Using your hands, we can start to come back up to our seated position. This time we're going to bend both legs so our knees are coming towards the left. You can have your left foot close to your right thigh. If you have a bolster, you can put it behind your left hip. Then you're going to start to turn to your left. You can adjust the legs if you need, so they come with you a little. Enough so you can bring your belly towards the floor. You can either have your left ear down, or if you want to keep the twist going, it's not too strong, you can bring your right ear to the floor. We're going to stay here for 2 minutes from now. If there's any part of your body that feels like it's hanging in air, this is a good place to put a prop, a cushion or a book or something to give you some extra support. And because it's yin and we're going to be here for a longer amount of time, you really want to let your body relax. So we're not using our muscles to stay in this position. We are as passive as possible. This position is giving us a nice twist in the spine. Maybe you also feel a stretch in your hips or on one hip flexor, depending on where you are tight in your own body. We are over the halfway point. And keep using your breath, especially if this is really intense for you. You've got less than 30 seconds left. Okay, if your head is turned in any direction, bring it back round to the right. When you can start to push into your hands, you're going to reverse it. So you want to twist all the way back to looking at the top of your mat. Let's plant the soles of the feet. You bring your hands to the ground and just let the knees fall to one side or the other. And then next time both knees are to the right. You bring that right foot towards your left knee and have your left shin parallel-ish to the top of the mat. If you have a cushion, you can line it up with this right hip. You're going to turn to the right, maybe making some small adjustments with your legs so that you can bring your chest and your belly all the way towards the ground. You can either bring your right ear to the floor or bringing your left is going to be a little bit more intense, I think, for most of us. I'm going to stay for 2 minutes from now and spread your arms out and make this kind of goalpost shape with the arms. Popping a cushion under your tummy or maybe even a thin cushion under the head or face might be comfortable. Do a mental scan of the body. Wherever you feel tension, try and soften that muscle. You're over the halfway point now. We have 1 minute left here. Just another minute for you to Relax and breathe. Get to know your body a little better. If you're looking in the opposite direction to the legs, let's change your head. And then using your arms to slowly just bring yourself high enough that you can switch onto your back. If we come to another rebound pose, you could have the feet from the floor and wide and let the knees fall in, or you can straighten out the legs. Stay for another minute here. And coming up once more to our seated position. And then if we bring the legs to one side, we want to come all the way to the belly. And then we come to a back bend, so we can have your forearms on the ground, have your shoulders over your elbows, and spread the feet wide, especially if you have a sensitive lower back. Now if you have a block, I would put it under your head so that your neck can relax. We're going to stay here for 3 minutes from now. And try and relax your shoulders. And we're just letting the back relax in this slightly arched position. So working with the natural curvature of the spine. The aim of today is to move the spine in all different planes of direction. As we come to halfway, you have the option to deepen this pose by turning the hands out and straightening the arms. So you'll be coming up a little higher and giving more bend to the back. If you come up and it doesn't suit you, you can always go back down. And stay for 1 more minute here. the same time as giving the back some gentle compression, we are stretching out the front of the body. So maybe you feel this lengthening through your abs. If you have straight arms, you can start to bend. If you have bent arms, you can take your prop away and come all the way to resting your head on your hands. So we meet in this rebound on the belly. And slowly starting to come up and to a tabletop. We are going to come to a child's pose, so you can widen the knees, maybe putting something underneath them, and if you have a bolster or a cushion, I'd put it under your tummy. It's really nice, it feels like a hug. You can make your way all the way towards the ground. I'm going to stay for 3 minutes from now. And we want to this time relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Let your forehead meet the floor, or if it doesn't, place a crop underneath. And this pose again is really nice for the hips. I'm also now giving some length to the back of the body. Maybe even some gentle rounding of the spine. This is a nice counter position to our last pose. Should feel really nice and nourishing. And take any micro adjustments you need as we come to our halfway point. Try and relax the arms so they're connected to the floor. You're not using your muscles to hold anything in place. Maybe notice the effect of gravity in your chest and your tummy, gently moving towards the floor or your prop. And slowly we're going to start to walk our way all the way back up, waking up. We want to come to a seated position, straightening the legs out in front and finding our way back to the floor. We want to make ourselves comfortable for Shavasana. So if you have a cushion or a bolster, I'd recommend placing it behind the back of the knees. Something over the eyes is also really nice. Maybe also a layer. Start to deepen your breath once more. Maybe giving your head a little rock side to side. Let's make our way all the way to our right hand side. Make a little cushion with your arm for your head. Coming up to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands together, heart center, close down the eyes. Let's seal class by singing one Om together. If you wish to join in, we take an inhale to prepare. Bring your thumbs towards your forehead, and your lips, back to your heart. Bowing your head, namaste.